I wish I had a laugh. I have like a silent laugh. I'm like one of those
you have a silent smile
It's
too.
just like a...
Oh my god.
That's like my laugh.
Yeah.
Very rare do I make... I don't make noise.
Please don't ever laugh at my show.
I don't make noise. It's like a... It's like... I wish I had a laugh like you, because...
So you make the guy brush their teeth and use what is the mouthwash, floss, and then before and after.
Yeah, and then I'll still say no.
Like,
At least your breath smells good now.
Finally,
I was
right?
like, all right, let's go out to dinner now.
Yeah, you're right. Are you guys ready? I'm recording all of this by now, by the way.
Oh, well, I was fixing my belt. Okay.
All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. All right, let's do it again. Let's do it again. Don't worry, you're not the first one messing this up. For some reason, this is impossible to do. All right, 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Awesome. Welcome, everybody. The Psst, Did You Hear That podcast? And today our guest is Tirza. How did you say your last name again?
Ochoa.
Yep. Welcome to the podcast.
Welcome,
We're super excited to have you.
Guys.
So, interesting. So, you are the first guest that I know nothing about. We met a couple of times at open mics, mostly, I think. And but other than that, like, I don't know. How long you been doing comedy? Where are you from?
I've actually been doing it since like December of 2019.
Okay.
And it's funny that you say you know nothing about me, because like I was telling Flo that when I actually first met you, I had this like tiny little crush on you.
Oh, thanks.
And then
Thanks for bringing it up in the podcast.
And then you dropped that you had a girlfriend. So I was like, oh yeah, I put that crush away. Yeah, I was like, okay.
But Imre, he doesn't remember when he met anybody usually.
No, okay. So here's the reason why I remember Tirza, and this is gonna be really
Oh, you remember
funny.
Tirza?
So
but you don't.
Didn't you perform in a jumper, like a blue jumper or something?
She was at a jumper at my mic. Was that at my mic?
Yes.
When you were dancing with my mom?
I remember you at Walrus because you were constantly talking in the audience. And I'm like, I didn't know you were a comic at that point. And I'm like, this is crazy. And then you went up. I'm like, and she's even a comedian. I was like, come on. You know, this is funny that you brought the crush up. It's funny.
Oh my God. I didn't realize I was one of those people that talk in the audience.
I have been that person as well.
Those people.
I've been that person.
I've been that person.
I've been that person at Voussoir.
Voussoir.
Scott was like, can you guys quiet down? It was totally me in the back. Like, I probably was just excited about something.
It happened to me at Voussoir also. And I tell you why. And because I drank White Claw. So if I drink, I become
louder
more talkative.
And more talkative.
And louder. And then,
we
so
get
I
loose.
do that. It's not, I do that also. But it's I have to drink for it. But cool. So that's how we met. It's awesome.
Walrus.
So, okay. So 2019. So that was before the pandemic.
Right. And it's funny because it was actually December 19th, 2019.
Oh, wow.
And then, I was like, yes, I got this. And then the world closed down.
Right.
Completely.
Yeah.
And so I decided I was going to do a Facebook Live performance.
Okay, cool.
Never done one before.
Oh, wow.
And I didn't have an audience to feed off of. So there I was doing, the jokes. And I'm seeing the numbers go up. And it's one thing to do jokes in front of strangers. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, yeah.
You can say anything, but it's your friends are watching. So, like, I kind of just blanked out. And I said the punchline before the joke. And I wanted to run off camera. But I didn't. I was just like, no, you're going to do this. And I did all the jokes. And I finished. And then once I turned the camera off, started crying. Because I was like, I don't have what it takes to fall. This is my dream. Like, I just lost my dream. And then, like, I realized that was one of the hardest things, like Stephen Colbert and all those. They said it was one of the hardest things to do a monologue with no audience to feed off of.
Yeah.
And me being a beginner, like, what did I expect? You know what I mean? But there I was,
going for it.
And I saw Stephen Colbert and all those other people talking about that. So I felt a little better and I kept going. But I have not done a Facebook Live since.
Okay, so that's interesting because when I started in 2018. I've been going to mics since about 2017, but I went up on stage the first time in 2018. So I had 2 years, right? And I always said if I started later and the pandemic happened, I would probably not be doing comedy. Let's say if I started in 2019 pandemic, because I already knew like how to write jokes and stuff like that. So I did a lot of Zoom mics, which was brutal. The same thing.
Yeah.
You don't know if you are bombing or it's just the latency.
Because right.
Yeah, it's
like,
just...
And a lot of them mute the mics, and I'm like, we need to hear the laugh.
Right. So kudos for you for still doing
that's
comedy,
tough.
like starting 5 months before or 4 months before everything shut down.
Literally.
So which mic did you do?
My first one, it was Rain Dogs.
Okay.
I was snubbed because like everybody knew each other and everybody called each other first. So I didn't get on stage until about
The end.
So I
1
always
a.m.
I always take pictures of performers for years.
Yeah.
If you went up at Rain Dogs, I was most likely there because that's my home room.
I know
That
he
was our
had a
home room.
camera and like I did a little thing at the end when I performed. I was like, "This is my first time. Thanks for taking my virginity." And I did a little curtsy like when I got off the stage.
Okay.
But, like, it was like 1:15
Right.
in the morning.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, Rain Dogs used to be, the mic to go to. So it was a lot of people. It's different now, but
yeah.
we are trying to get.
We need to get it back because that stage is amazing.
Yeah,
Like,
I love it there. It's such you can put in like 40 people, 40 maybe 50.
Right.
But I mean, and it's such a closed environment. It's so unique. Like anyway, we're trying to get back to that.
Yeah, no, it
Bring
feels.
that
It
back.
literally feels like you like walk into New York City or something when you
Yeah.
walk into that back room. It's
Yeah.
just like it just changes completely.
Yeah, if I ever shoot a special, I'm gonna record walking back there and just go into Carnegie Hall or something.
Right.
Walking in Rain Dogs
Right.
and then I'm already. So this is where my head is, right? I'm like a future planner, way into the future. I'm like, yeah, I'm ready. Like when I was at the NBC studios, I'm like, yeah, I'm ready to pitch my sitcom. I'm ready for everything.
What would have been your sitcom or what?
Oh, but I'm constantly right. I have different ideas. I'm not gonna ruin the podcast
Oh,
with my cool sitcom ideas, but I do have some.
You're the star of this podcast.
Oh,
Yes,
well,
it's all about you. We want to.
Oh, well, okay, hold on. Well, there you go.
Yeah,
You gotta
triple T.
advertise. You
Triple
gotta
T
advertise.
Tirza. Triple T Tirza. TTT. Triple
But
T's.
I really did like Rain Dogs. I like that stage, the background. But there's like a lot of homeless people that like to
Yeah.
walk in and like just kind of. And
Yeah.
I'm always afraid because I'm like, what am I gonna do if a homeless person walks up? Like, am I gonna punch him? Like, you know what I mean?
Gotta
Like,
get ready. That's like at the Justice Pub sometimes too.
Oh, really?
There's always some at the end of the
Yes.
night they'll be walking
Was
around.
it this month's Mike? She wasn't homeless. Yeah, she was drunk enough to be homeless. And
You're not talking about.
a Holly Hot Dog. Remember, I named her Holly Hot Dog. And
That was fun.
it's not a real name, but I guess it is now. So yeah, so I'm doing my jokes, and she's like, right in the middle, she's like, "That's good," but nobody laughed because, or something like to that effect, because they would have laughed if a man would have said it.
Oh,
And I was like-
that's called positive heckling, by the way.
Like, and people did laugh. That was the thing. And then she proceeds to do a monologue. And I was like, yeah, that's great, but you need to shut up because, like, now you're cutting into my time.
Right.
Oh
sure.
yeah, I
Yeah.
remember that. I
Yeah.
remember that.
I regained the mic on that.
Did I miss your? I probably missed because I got there. Like I did my
After.
mic and I got there. I
Yeah.
remember you were there. I just
Yeah,
don't remember
but
you.
it's definitely like interesting to think like what to do with a heckler. You know what I mean? Like,
There are two school of thought. You can destroy them, try to destroy them,
yeah.
but here's the problem.
See, I go like if I destroy them, I want to go savage. Like, you know. Like,
Here is the
yeah.
problem with that. Because if you want to destroy them, you have to be really funny. And if the audience is not on your side, that's it. You're not going to recover from that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because then you are the asshole.
Right.
Instead of... So I depending on what mood I'm in, but I'm
Yeah.
like 80, 90% I'm a positive. Like, hey, what did you just say? All right, you think that was funny? No, let me do the jokes then. Or something. You know, just
Right.
something not like destroying them, but...
Yeah,
Put them
usually
in
I try not to pay attention because I'm like, if I give you the energy, if I
Sure.
put energy into it, like, you know what I mean? Like, I just like, meh, you
Yeah.
know, but usually I want to say something like your mom didn't have an abortion for this, or something.
I mean, you can always try.
I like that. They're messing with you.
Right. Yeah. But I'm very lucky. I mean, I've been very blessed. I haven't had too many hecklers. I had one. I was at a gay venue and I said like an anal sex joke. Mm-hmm. And they didn't like it, but it was like a story between me and a doctor.
It was like, really?
I said it the first time I performed at the Justice. It was a story between me and my doctor, and someone told me like that's a lie, because like the doctor had told me that if you keep doing anal sex and you rip the sphincter.
Sure.
You can't repair that. Mm-hmm. They have to put in a colostomy bag because there's nothing holding it in anymore.
So, it sounds like somebody was just jealous, but I'm not a doctor.
And the gay man said that's not true, and I was like, well, this man has 30 years experience as a doctor,
but not with anal sex,
Right? Maybe he was doing it wrong. Anyways, yeah, so there goes my kink,
Okay.
Oh, damn it.
Well, that took us 5 minutes
we got there.
Get into the kinks.
I know. We were trying to avoid the kinks, but here we are.
Kinks are always going to fall in line at some point.
But, and you find some of them later in life. You know what I mean? Like... Who knew I was into furries? Like, I didn't.
Yeah, who knew I liked sushi, I didn't know that.
Yeah, right.
Is handcuffs a kink?
No, that's called the police.
Oh, my God. That's
I think so.
That's just a
I think so because
it's too different,
It's almost like bondage, not bondage, but feeling tightened up or tight or like.
Yeah.
But not the
restricted.
pain part, right? What is
You're not
that
in
called?
Pain when you are in handcuffs?
No, but there's that name. You know how it's like.
And he says it with such conviction.
Yeah, he's firm.
You're not.
There's what is it, S&M, but then they have the BSM without the
BDSM.
Yeah, is that without the pain part?
Bondage.
No, there is okay. So there is always
yes.
Yeah, but there is always an agreement between you and your partner. Like, hey, how far is the safer, cup of tea or I don't know, something stupid. But you have to establish trust. Like you don't do BDSM with somebody who you just met at a bar.
Sounds like you read the Gray. What's that book?
Oh, the 50 Shades of Grey.
The 50 Shades of Grey.
No, I actually never read it. But
ready to go.
I'm ready with the contract.
See,
especially with ChatGPT, you can type anything with them. Like a minute.
Like, is fisting on the table?
Right.
Fisting on the table.
I mean, no, you have to establish that. But I would never do that with somebody who I don't know.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And I was amazed because I used to think fisting was like straight close fist. And like I work with a
it
lot
depends,
of lesbians and they're like, no, you can do the... Oh. This is considered a fist too. And I was like...
Really?
Right.
Oh, it's your whole hand.
Where you like, because it's still your whole...
Damn, that's
right.
That's my problem.
Childbirthing.
That's gonna stretch you out.
I have short fingers, but I have a huge palm.
Oh, look at you!
Yeah. I'm not selling it, but you know what I'm saying.
We don't want any palming around here.
Oh my God,
no palming.
I've always been really like infatuated.
Slap
with the difference.
Slap the clit.
I like to high five the vagina.
Oh, nice.
But no, like I've always liked the different terms, like hot Carl.
No, what is
When
that?
you defecate on somebody, that's the hot Carl.
Is that the
why is it
yellow
Carl?
shower?
Carl, like the name
no, that's
Carl?
the golden shower.
Oh, the
that's
golden
shower.
shower.
And Donald Trump's into that. I don't know if
I'm not surprised.
Now he didn't say if he liked receiving or giving. He just said that he was into.
How would you receive it from a girl? I guess you have to lay down
in the shower.
or in the shower, yeah. Because that's like, okay, as a guy, I can pee to a certain distance. It's like, stand over there.
Right.
I will try my
You can
best.
just shoot right up in the air.
Yeah.
You gotta aim it.
Let's go in the backyard cup. Oh, in the cup and pour it over? Cool.
I think it loses something, right?
It loses. Hold on a second. I'm still dripping. And it's like, I don't know. The flow feels uncomfortable.
Oh, never. We can go deep. Real deep.
Like how deep?
As deep as you can handle. Breaking sphincters and all.
This podcast is going off the rails. So talking about open mics.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. We also have a theoretical question to ask you later, but continue what you were about to say.
Yeah, no, so like, Doing mics is interesting because it's like you never know what you're gonna get in a crowd. You know what I mean? Opposed to like a show when people are there to watch comedy. Like a mic is just someone's like, oh, I was bored, I wanted to come out, whatever.
Right.
Get a drink.
So
Be with my thoughts, and there are 10 fucking comics doing something that I don't want to hear.
Right.
So, yeah.
Exactly. That can totally affect the outcome.
But I like performing in front of strangers. Like how I was saying earlier, like when it was my friends watching, I was like, it brought on the pressure. Like just going out there and just
strangers are much easier than your friends and
No,
family.
that's what I'm saying. That's how I started. Nobody knew I was doing comedy for like at least 7 months. My best friend knew at the time.
Yeah,
but your family didn't even know.
My family didn't know it for like a year and a half because they don't speak English. So they can wait. They still don't know what I joke about. They're like, you don't. My mom is like, you don't use any curse words. I'm like, well, not really. Like I don't use curse words, but my stuff is just dark.
Does she know how dark?
No. Like they have no idea.
You need to tell her. I want the reaction.
My older brother, because he lives here, he has some idea. But like at the mics, I do the darkest stuff I can think of because that's what I want to do. So I have to make sure that they actually work.
Oh no, they're great.
Right? But you know what I'm saying?
Take us there. Yeah.
Oh, he takes it. Yeah, he takes us on a ride.
And on the show,
fist ride.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not really a sexual kind of jokester.
I am.
If I can find something that's funny, I will do it. Like when I started comedy, I was fucking goats left and right because I thought that was funny.
Because it is funny.
To certain people, But then it's like, all right, you either stick with that and they're like, all right, this is what I want to do. I just want to talk about fucking everything with a hole. And it's just totally fine, whatever. My goal is to fuck everything with no holes.
Where are you going to put it?
That's the question.
Are you like...
You're going to slap it around?
No, I make holes,
That's what it says. What was that? There was like the guy, Vladimir, that was his thing. Mm-hmm. He would like make a hole in boys and fuck their stomach. Like
is that like
that was his fetish? Like
interesting.
He liked to
interesting
make his
fetish.
own orifice.
Wow.
So are you on the lines of that?
No, I was just joking. I didn't know this existed.
We're not murdering anybody.
But they were dead.
Well, no, I mean eventually.
All right, that's a fetish also.
Right,
dead people.
Dahmer vibes.
Well, okay, gotcha.
I don't know. I'm just saying what came to mind.
Yeah. So is it a Netflix documentary I have to watch now? Or?
No.
Not yet.
I believe that who inspired like the whole Dracula. So it was like back in that era.
Gotcha. Like Ivan the Terrible?
But it's like, I forgot what it is. I think it was Vlad the Impaler.
Vlad the Impaler.
Yeah, I seen he was even in his title.
Yeah, right.
Say it again, Imre.
Vlad the Impaler.
It sounds better when he
says it, right? Yeah, say it again.
It's probably
Imre.
Vladimir or something.
Oh my God, okay. you gotta make him a Poindexter with that one. But a lot of my jokes are autobiographical. I don't know why it sounds dirty when I say it that way.
It does sound like a dirty word. Like, I'm gonna do an autobiographical on you.
So it's a mixed bag. Like I try not to be overly sexual, but it's like it's real life. It is what it is.
Yeah,
same.
I mean, some people are really into sex. That's their life, right? Like I like foosball. Sometimes I joke about foosball.
How do you have sex with that? No,
it's more like an acupuncture when you lay on top of the foosball table.
See, for me, it's weird because I talk so like about sexual stuff, but really it's not my life most of the time. It's just my mind.
You are just making stuff up. You see, I'm the same way with murder.
I don't know if that's better. It's like dry spell, drought, 5 years. Anyway.
If you want me to cut this out, Flo, just let me know.
I don't give a fuck. But no,
Man,
yeah.
I was like complaining. I'm like, oh, it's been like 2 months.
Right.
No, the thing is, because my mom has always been the nympho freak, and I shouldn't even know that. I should not know
But
that.
if she is that, you probably.
And
should-
all
So
her
you were
talk,
like-
my whole childhood is about that, and so I
Oh.
heard that as like normal conversation. So all my jokes in school too with friends were all sexual shit.
interesting.
I know, and actually, I was trying to put together a joke where I'm like, I sound like I'm some horny porn star. My mouth sounds like it, but really, I'm like some nun, like
Right.
prude bitch,
Interesting.
like
So you
dry.
think? Okay, so you think because of your mom, it affected you
Oh,
emotionally?
Oh, it did. It actually turned me off to sex.
Right.
That's what I was
That's
thinking.
what I
Like,
meant. Right.
I was like 12, and she's like, "Do you need condoms and make sure the dick is big and all this shit?" I'm like, "Mom," and then she'd have a boyfriend over, and I'm like seeing her grab his dick on the couch, and I'm like, "Mom, I'm 12. Can you tell me to go to my bedroom
Oh,
and
you're
not watch?"
joking. That
But she
is
was probably
crazy.
drinking at that time.
Yeah, but still.
But
I mean,
she's
that's
drunk.
Crazy.
Yeah.
We love you, Mom.
Oh, I love my mom.
love you,
No, my
No,
mom made me who
your
I
mom is
am.
great, right.
I got
love her
I got
too.
my fucked up parts. You
Sure.
know, I got my traumas and shit I
Yeah,
got to
right.
work on, but I wouldn't be even having this comedy life either, I think,
Right.
if
Right.
I didn't have all my stories and my mom's upbringing.
Sure.
But yeah, we all got to heal through some type of trauma, you know?
So
I
it
don't think
sounds
anyone's
like,
had a perfect...
Sounds like Tirza had an opposite of mom.
Oh,
what
yeah.
kind of
Were
family
you
you
like...
Yeah.
Yeah, was yours like more like... Conservative?
They're
like
very
you're...
Christian. Yeah, I had a very Christian.
Oh, you
And
see?
so you became the
upbringing.
opposite.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, and it's funny because like they're all very. My whole family's still very, very Christian, and like my oldest sister, she's like a multimillionaire, has all this property in California, and
Your sister.
yeah, and
Okay.
when she found out like I was a comedian, she was like, "Tirza, those people don't make their mortgage." And
True.
I was like,
And your point is?
I was just
We
like,
enjoy this
well,
shit.
guess what? I'm doing it. Like, it comes to a certain point when you become like, you are a person, and you're just a comedian. You know what I
Sure.
mean? Like, you can't turn it off. Like,
Right.
that's just who you are. So you have
Always
no
on.
other choice but
Yeah.
to get on stage because like your coworkers get tired of you
So,
being
it's-
on all the time.
It's interesting that you said that because I used to be always, I had to be in the center of attention subconsciously. I was always making jokes. And since I started doing comedy, I completely turned it off. I'm like a
Yeah.
normal person now. I can sit through a conversation and not say anything. And if somebody wants to be funny, I let them be funny because guess what? I'm funnier than anybody else in there. And I do comedy for, a life. You know what I mean? So I don't have to be the center of attention.
Yeah.
So it was a huge relief for me.
It's good to be a good listener. It's a
Yeah.
real skill to stop and listen.
Yeah.
And I mean, I have like a little bit of ADHD, so it's easy to zone out for a minute and come back in. But so
That's good.
it's a real skill
Yeah.
to sit and listen.
What's scary because I do the zoning out too, or what me and my ex used to call flights of fancy.
Okay.
And what's scary is when you do that, and then you realize like several minutes went by, and like they're onto a whole other topic, and I'm like, what face was I making that whole time? You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
because that happens to me sometimes. So it's just.
Okay, so I always ask this to everybody pretty much.
Yes.
So, who else is funny in your family? Or did you grow up with like funny people,
Or are you the
or
funny
you are the funny
person?
person?
Ooh, I think I remember a psychiatrist telling me that different homes have different like people that play different roles.
Dynamics or something?
Yeah, and like sometimes they'll be like the clown, they'll be like the
Mm-hmm.
leader, and I think I was always kind of the one that was trying to lighten the mood. Well, since I'm the youngest too, like
Oh, okay.
I'd see like everyone fighting and I'd be like, oh my god, how do I fix this with laughter?
Right.
But it was always in me. Like I was always telling jokes. I remember my sister's boyfriends would come over and I'd be like telling them jokes, and like in elementary, like during recess, or like, I'd tell the kids like, I have some jokes, and they would like, I'd have like 2 or 3 friends, and I'd be like standing on the little curb in front of the blacktop.
Oh, wow.
And they would listen to me, and I would come up with the dirtiest jokes, like so like I said, it was just kind of always in me,
Okay.
You know what I mean?
That's pretty cool.
Like, and I liked, I was like 7 years old watching Benny Hill, you know, which I shouldn't have been. Like,
I mean, Benny Hill, you know, it's pretty light. Well, I
Well-
grew up with Benny Hill, so for us it was a normal thing.
Right.
You know, slapping a woman. And
but also like I was in a very Christian household.
slapstick
so it was,
comedy
like,
or
yeah.
there's,
slapstick comedy.
It's like a silent kind of, right? There was
right,
no
there's-
talking.
It's kind of miming, but there's like girls in bikinis and he's always
Right.
ogling them, and it's just like,
They made the girls very sexual.
Yeah.
Most of them. And
Fun.
stuff like
Sounds
that.
fun.
I mean, English comedy.
yeah, it is. I just pretty much was just a little pervert. I guess.
Right. Like anybody else. You know?
Right.
Like, hey, he just put it out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, hey, this is what's happening in my life.
But you're right. Yeah, no. And now I think back, there really wasn't much like monologue in that, or you know what I mean, or dialogue.
There was that Benny Hill and Monty Python. Like those were the
Oh,
two
yeah.
schools of comedy that I enjoyed. And I enjoy both of them, but I definitely like now more talking, obviously, for stand-up comedy than silent comedy.
Right.
So,
Oh yeah.
what about school? How were you in schools? Like, did you do any?
Were you the class clown? Or
Yeah,
were
to
you
me,
in
it's
trouble?
like you have like an improv personality.
Yeah,
Like,
I was
can
very
totally see you
quiet.
doing
Like I
improv.
was very, very quiet.
Really?
Like all the way up to high school.
Oh, okay.
And then like I became like the little punk rocker.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I was very popular. Like everybody, you know, knew me. But like in the classroom, like I'm very like I was very smart. Like I loved
Yeah.
going to school and all that. And then I dropped out of high school and I went to like trade school and home studies and stuff like that. So I was always really good in school. Like for some reason that wasn't my stage. You
Yeah.
know, like,
Interesting. Did you ever try to do acting?
no, but I always wanted to. But comedy has gotten me there. Because now
Yeah.
I'm actually a professional actress. Like,
Oh, okay.
I do a dinner theater that
Nice.
I
You
do
here in Jackson?
Yeah,
Which one?
downtown Jacksonville.
Oh, okay. Cool.
And then now I've been doing a lot of films. I'm doing one with Flo. We're doing the Trick or Treat
okay.
festival, and I just finished
That's when I asked you, are you going to that thing that night?
the
Mm-hmm.
premiere. For the kickoff party
Where was the kickoff party? Was that on
at
Wednesday?
Creative
Yeah.
Beans. Yeah,
That's
Yeah,
why. That's
Wednesday.
why.
I mean, I run the comedy zone open.
That's
mics, okay.
That's the
Right.
only reason I went is because it was right across the bridge, right before. I
Oh,
showed up
okay.
right on time for my
Oh, gotcha.
open
Yeah.
mic.
The thing is, our open mic at the comedy zone,
Is that the
rock
same
bottom.
time?
Check it out.
yeah. It's at 6:30, right?
Yeah, so
Yes,
we start
I need
early
to
so
go there.
people can do the other mics.
I've
you know,
done
after
that one once, and I loved it. It was good.
That means I always have a good time. We always have at least 8-10 comics. Some people slithering by, just whatever.
Yeah.
But cool.
But I just recently did a 48-hour film project
Mm-hmm.
where they, give you the category of movie, the subject,
Yeah.
and then you have 48 hours to write the script, film it, and edit it, and turn it in.
Mm.
And so I just finished that. And we're doing the premiere this Wednesday.
Who did you
So-
do? Well, what's the title of the movie?
I actually have the movie poster. Yeah. So it's interesting that doing what your passion is I'm an actress now.
Right.
And I never thought that a professional actress on top of that. So I never thought, you know what I mean? Staying true to your dreams would actually get
Yeah.
you somewhere.
So here's the thing. I tried acting before I even tried comedy. Like I tried acting. I used
Me
to work
too.
in Tampa before, and I was horrible. Like I couldn't
Really?
act. I was
Really?
very rigid.
Were you very campy? Were you like, hello?
Yeah, like no, I was more rigid or something. And anyway, so I was like, I'm never gonna act again. And then I started comedy, and now Scott Waits was our previous guest earlier. Anyway, so he was like, hey, do you wanna act? I'm like, yeah, let me try it. And I actually enjoyed it, and I had an amazing time. I'm like, all right, if I
the zombie
yeah.
film, right? That
So
was-
I still suck, like, but I enjoyed sucking. Like I enjoyed the process and whatever came out of it.
Right.
And hopefully I'm gonna get better and better and better. But I'm not gonna reject acting now because of
I think
my
you would
previous
be
experience.
great. I mean,
Well-
you're a very attractive man.
thank you.
So,
But I'm very
yeah.
limited because of my accent. They're gonna have to dub my voice.
Oh
No,
my
but-
God,
well, there's typecasting, and they want
Yeah,
people
how
for
many
your voice.
Hungarian actors do you need
Right.
in America?
I
we
mean-
need a We need a good-looking bad guy. Here I
There you
am.
go, right? So the name of the movie is called Injury Law or How to Become the Boss.
Oh.
Our
Is that an
category was
advertisement?
a mystery.
Oh, okay. Cool.
But apparently the crew that I'm with this year, they won a bunch of awards last year.
Oh, nice.
And one of my friends did the 48-hour film project in Orlando and won. And now she's going to go to the film festival in Portugal.
Whoa.
Wow.
So, like, you know, and
That's
so
awesome.
the premiere's this Wednesday.
Okay.
Is that Jay Howell or something? Who filmed it?
This
Directed
one,
it?
no, it was Brian Parks was the
Okay.
director. And so I'm excited, and we find out if we won anything and if we're going to go to another country.
That's awesome.
But what's even
That is.
better, like little Jacksonville love, last year out of all of the people that competed, Jacksonville won the 48-hour film project.
wow,
So-
that's
That's
crazy.
right.
We want to bring it back home this year.
So
again.
I don't know if you guys knew this, but if I remember correctly, Jacksonville used to be a huge movie city. Like
Really?
other than Hollywood, like Jacksonville was big back in early 19 whatever. But then, you know, the big fire happened and everything stopped.
Oh.
So Jacksonville was, you know, like, I don't want to say the Hollywood of the East
Florida?
Coast, you know what I mean? No, it was
East
huge.
Coast?
Yeah.
Dang, and no one wanted to repair stuff and get
But
life
it
back?
takes a lot of time and
Yeah.
money.
And then now they're changing our area code. Did you hear that? It's
From
no longer going to be
904?
904.
What is it going to be?
324.
No.
3
No.
to the 4 to the 4. Yes.
Really?
I mean, why are they changing?
They literally said, we've been 904 for too long now.
How long?
I
50
honestly,
years?
I think the like mayor or whoever makes these decisions went to the jail and prisons and saw everybody with the 904 tattoos, and they're like, that's it. Let's just screw these
You're
people
kidding.
over. I'm just theorizing, but you know what I
But
mean?
it's a good gossip. Perfect.
That's good.
They're like, look at what we're going to do.
You guys have to remove your tattoos.
Make that a 324. But,
Well, you can still use the 4.
oh my God.
So it was not that big of a change. You only have to
Yes,
change 2
Carl.
numbers.
Yeah, get over it.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Or
Wow.
X904, you just put the X in front of it. Hey, I solved all the prisoners' problems. So there you
Right.
go.
They're like,
I'm a problem solver. That is crazy. I did not know we are changing the area
I didn't
code.
hear that either.
I mean, my
didn't
phone
know.
number hasn't changed since 2004.
I don't
so-
think like our existing, like we can still keep our phone numbers, but I think like new
people.
numbers or
Right.
new people.
I mean, people are definitely pouring in here. It's crazy. Like
Oh,
all
yeah,
the
it's
buildings
wild.
going up, neighborhoods going up.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. So what I wanted to say about the film stuff, I remember my good friend of mine was running the short film showcase here in Jacksonville a long time ago, like 10 years or whatever. And I could tell, because I was always there watching all the movies, all of them at the festivals, right? And I can tell there is a huge difference from 10 years ago and now. The quality is better, the actors are better, the scripts are, everything is better overall in Jacksonville. So that's great.
Improvements,
Yeah.
progress.
So that's awesome. And
Yeah.
I'm glad you are acting. So
Have you tried improv?
You know what? I haven't.
You would be good at
That's
that.
Yeah, that's what I
the
said,
one
yeah.
that-
That's what he was saying.
And like I have this rule that I don't like to drink before I do a performance, just because
Me
like
too, yeah.
there's times that I have done like a shot of whiskey,
Right.
but I usually don't like to because like I've seen my friends go up there be drunk, and I'm like, oh my god,
You
Yeah,
don't want
it's
to
so
be that.
I'm just, you know what I mean? And I'm just like,
Trying to.
I'm like, what are you doing? So like, you know, I don't want to be that person. Like to me, I feel like it's a job. Like I want to say my jokes and I want to do.
And then drink after.
So, but I think with improv, I think I would.
you can drink as
I
much
think
as
I
you
can.
would,
Yeah.
just so I can be like, hey, you shut your fucking cock-sucking mouth. No, I'm like, no.
Yeah, they love that at improv. Open with that when you go with flow.
Oh my god.
See what
Where do
happens?
you do the improv?
You should go. Every Thursday is a open jam for anybody. And I've invited probably 5 people
And
who
they
are
all
first
said
time.
it sucks.
It's
I'm just
Tirza
kidding.
might have the personality. No, you know who was really good was Loic. Loic was a natural, and then they asked him to perform, and like both of us did a performance
I
there.
was at
so they-
Loic's show, not the improv. He was doing that comedians with improvers trying to be friends or whatever it's called.
Oh.
I don't
Is
know
it
what
possible?
that is.
No, it's a comedian has a story and the improv.
You saw
crew-
his?
Yeah, I was
You didn't
there.
see mine?
No, I'm
You saw
sorry.
his,
Sometimes
though?
I have my kids and I can't go whatever I
Because mine that was probably one of my most favorite things.
Really?
Yeah, because
I would hate it because I
You're
can't do
good. You're good when you do the crowd work. Like you pull it out.
No, but at
this
that time
was
you
this was
can't
no
do that.
crowd work.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could do a little. I said like clap it up if you blah blah. But so how it is, and you guys,
That's not crowd work, Flo. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to break it to
that's
you.
the crowd work.
Clap it up if
Clap.
you like blondes. That's my crowd work. And
I
she's just
do.
going to a joke.
That was my involvement of the crowd. But then they did at the end, they said, like at the end of two of this, you have to tell 3 stories. And they said, does anyone have any questions?
Yeah.
The first 2 didn't have too many, but then they really got into it. And they were like, well, what size was the shit and all this, they asked. So then they got involved.
Wait, what? You can't just
Well,
drop
how
a douche
big
like
was
that.
it?
Yeah.
Not tell the
How
story.
big wasn't it?
Yeah. Because one of my stories is, someone shit in a cat litter box. I don't know if you remember
I don't
that.
know that
Cat,
one.
Any
hopefully. A cat.
No, my friend did in high school.
What?
We did a lot of pranks
Like, is
and stuff.
okay, so is that really a prank? Like, I
Yeah,
don't-
because my aunt, my aunt didn't know. My aunt
know what
didn't
a
know. We
good
fucked my
prank
aunt over.
is?
Okay, if I'm a person and I have cats,
I'm a person.
I know how big of a cat shit is. What do you mean your aunt didn't know?
So that was the question. The guy in the audience said, "Well, did your aunt know? Like, what was the size of the shit? Like, couldn't she tell?" And I said, "Well, if it was my shit, she would have known it was human because it would have been huge. But
Oh.
Mike shits small shits,
Aw.
medium size. So she thought the cat was sick or something.
Oh, you're kidding.
So they asked me that. But anyway, so the reason
that guy has a tight asshole. That's all I'm hearing.
that's
That
is the main point of
that
the
was the-
story.
Aw.
Alright.
But the reason I loved it so much, because I've never done anything like it, the reason I loved
You
it...
never shit in a cat box? Yeah, me neither. It's like not something.
I
like that.
might. That's on my bucket list. No. But the reason I like this performance, Imre, was because after I did 3 stories, it was so hilarious to me to watch. Like, these are professional improvisers recreate some of my stories, like, come to life. And my stories about, like, my mom and my family and my friends and shit that happened to me.
Yeah.
So to watch it, like, you bring back the memories. So, like, it was such a cool fucking night, man. I was like,
That's crazy.
yeah, my family didn't go because it was like a 10 p.m. show and they live an hour away and they're all older. I'm like, they're not coming to that. But it was so funny to watch. And then some of them, though, they'll just take an idea from your story and then recreate a scene
Right.
based off of it and try to throw in something that happened in my story.
Uh-huh.
So it was one of the coolest things to watch after. I hadn't laughed that hard in a long time because it's personable. It's personal.
Sure.
It's like your life and it's. Anyway, it was really fun. So maybe if you guys come out and I'll introduce you guys to the owners.
Oh yeah,
They invite guests every month,
Right.
twice a month, I think they do it, or it might be one Friday a month. And so they met Loic that first time. Said, "Come on, Loic, let's go." And then they invited him to do a storytelling, and
That's awesome.
yeah. So you guys should come out.
Is it the one in Mayport?
Yeah.
Is that,
Yeah,
Okay,
so it's
gotcha.
First
I
show.
remember
We can
when they built that.
say the venue. Is that First Coast Comedy?
For
right?
First Coast Comedy Club. Yeah, they would be happy to have people, and every Thursday's an open jam. So, and then I've had other friends go there, and it's like their first time improv, and they have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But I get what you mean. Like Austin, he's
just
straight
joking.
stand-up
I'm just
comedy.
like-
No, but he's actually we talked about this already. He goes, yeah, it wasn't his thing.
It's
He's
not
stand-up
It's
comedy.
not for everybody.
Right.
It's not definitely not for everybody. You
I-
gotta be in the moment. You can't it teaches you to not overthink because you
Not
just
not
spit
think. Right.
out what comes. So if you're good at like spitting stuff out on the spot, I think you would be good at that. Yeah, you would be good at that.
No.
But I know you like to prepare and plan, but you still would be.
I'm a control freak.
Right.
Like,
Oh no, I am too though. But I also am good at ripping shit out on the riff, just ripping just shit out of my mouth.
I watched.
But I also am a control freak.
I live really close, so sometimes I just go there to hang out and watch these guys.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm like, how the heck do they do that? There's no way I could do it. I mean, they're so fast on the spot.
Right.
It's crazy. So I don't know, Flo. Like I know you have high hopes for me, but I don't know if improv
I
is
mean,
for
even if I like epically fail, at least they'll be like, hey, you know what?
They
I
will
tried.
laugh
I
and
can't do
clap,
that.
apparently.
They will.
They
oh,
will
they
clap
they
if you
clap
mess
if
up.
you mess up.
Okay,
They
but
clap
here's
again.
the thing. How can you mess up at an improv? You know what I mean? The improv is you are in the moment. You're
You
doing
can't.
something.
There's rules,
Yeah, you can't say no. I know
right?
that.
And you can't ask questions.
And you can't take off your clothes, right? I mean,
They actually try to keep it pretty PG over there, which was hard for me because we talk
Right.
Even at
sex
the
and
10
cursing.
even at
That's-
10 o'clock show, try to keep.
That's
it
what I
PG.
was nervous about, but the 10 o'clock was fine. But like I've done Sunday shows where we
Yeah.
perform for a crowd. They want it PG because sometimes you'll have a
that is
13-year-old.
one of the hardest things
Oh.
I've had to do.
Oh yeah, me
I
too.
was
13 years old. 13 years old heard everything. You know, like
That's what I said. They're
What are you not allowed to say?
they've
Poop?
heard the worst. They speak worse than most
Oh, sure.
people. You
No,
know
absolutely.
what I mean?
Yeah.
If I hear it every day, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So, but
being-
they try to keep it clean.
All right, let Tirza talk because.
Sorry,
Oh,
Tirza.
no, you're, you're fine.
Sorry.
No,
I was just
mean,
throwing in my 2 cents.
I would love
You
to
should
try. I
try
would
it.
definitely love to do it. I think I'm free this Thursday, so come
There you
come
go.
check us out.
Yeah.
So, but no, being a clean comic was one of the hardest things that I was
Oh yeah.
trying to do because like I'm gonna go back west and
Not
I wanted to
permanently.
do I was gonna go for a
so
family
don't leave us.
get together and I was
Okay.
trying to do a set for my family. So here I am, you know,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what can I write about? And like, I wrote about, you know, how blind people should get designer shoes. You know, they should purchase designer shoes. That way people will notice their shoes and then they'll notice the stick and get out of their way.
So they
That
would.
makes sense.
But I'm so sorry. Yes, that's it's not supposed to be logical. Yeah, this is as far as I went with the clean joke.
I think
It's
if
hard.
you go,
It
if you
is
go,
very
So
hard.
hard.
if you go that route, they should wear extremely large shoes.
Oh my god!
Because you would notice them first. Like, what the fuck is wrong with that guy wearing, 4 feet
shoes.
long shoes? And like, oh, he is blind.
He is blind. Oh yeah, those are standard blinds.
I mean, if you want to do
Standard.
the shoe stuff, I think the stick is pretty good. I can notice.
Yeah, I think the stick alone.
Maybe a
yeah.
designer stick
Like
with
what?
that matches the shoes.
Oh, like a pimp stick.
There you go. Yeah. Now you're talking.
I think
Right.
they should put like little bells on their stick. I think they actually have
Oh
little
my
bells.
god.
Probably do.
Like,
Right?
like with my cat.
So you could hear
You know
them.
where my cat is?
You could hear them coming.
Oh.
Right. That's a
Oh,
lot of...
blind people gonna cancel us, Flo.
Yeah, no, we're so sorry.
Cancel y'all, not me.
I
love
have
you.
a couple of blind jokes too.
Do you? Oh my god.
I'm not gonna say them.
Okay.
Come to pay for my show, but
Yeah, definitely.
do the blind jokes. Do the blind jokes.
But yeah, I just recently headlined my first show, which was
Yay!
exciting.
Where was it?
And
Can you say it? Was it good show? Because if it's
a
not,
good show. It was at Island Girl
Oh, cool.
downtown, and I was really proud of myself for this one because, like, in the almost 4 years that I've been doing this, I've gotten a lot of opportunities to do shows,
yeah.
but I had to be on my knees, you know, like giving fellation, like.
Well, I mean that's
you know what I
normal
mean?
in
Like,
this
people
industry,
would like be like, oh yeah, like I can hook you up with shows, I can get you paid shows, but like,
right?
you know, like
Just
let
what can
let
you give
put
me
it
in
your
return?
mouth,
Right.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it's like, so like the fact that I made it there with my integrity, you know what I mean? I
And
was
not
like,
sucking the dick. Got it.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
No,
Like,
it's
so-
big. It's big. Congratulations.
Thank
like
you. Thank you.
I like
So-
that.
So I was very, very proud of myself for that,
Mm-hmm.
you know? And it was funny because like I would see other girls that started way after me.
Sure.
And I was like, they're okay, but like, how are they getting like shows already? Like, Jesus. And then like
A better
once they
BJ,
would
I
break
assume.
out-
The better BJ.
once they would like either break up with or you know what I mean? Like they just stopped. No more shows, and I'm like,
Yeah.
where are your shows? And it was just like, oh, you know. So, but it's very sad that you know there's that kind of thing with female comedians. You know what I mean? Like
Sure.
they're just like, well, what do you got? You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Well,
Yeah,
I always
yeah,
say
it
so
is sad.
because I hear this all the time, right? Like, hey, nobody is booking me or whatever. Start your own show. You know what I mean? Because
Right.
it's really hard. First, I know I'm hosting an open mic, but Flo knows too. it's work. And open mic every week, right? If you do a show monthly, it's work, and you will learn how hard it is to put together a show.
Yep.
And who are you gonna book? Are you gonna book funny comedians, or not so funny? So, but you can try to do your own show, and you can then host, and you can do as much time as you want if you're a host. You know what I mean?
Right.
But anyway, so that's cool that you headline. That's awesome.
Right. I was just like, oh my god.
That's exciting.
Like,
yeah.
over the moon on that one. I hired like a professional cameraman to film it and all that.
That's good.
So
That's
I should
good.
be posting it on my YouTube channel
Oh,
soon.
nice. Oh, you have a YouTube channel.
I do.
Tell us about that. What is it called? If it's called Double TDs or what was it? Double T?
Triple Tirza.
Yes.
Triple T.
No,
Triple T Tirza.
So my YouTube channel is just pretty much, I was posting like when I would do open mics and stuff like that. But I've recently started like putting shorts from like recording, like when we're like behind the scenes footage.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, you should.
So it is Hellcat with the K, and the handle is at Symphony 562.
Wait,
so it's SIN.
Wait. It's called Hellcat.
Hellcat is the name.
Oh, Hellcat, not health.
No,
Like a healthy,
Hell.
healthy cat. It's Hellcat.
Hellcat.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So wait a second. This whole time it's been Symphony.
So
Your
wait.
Instagram too, because I've always read it.
So
Sin.
this is
Sin.
what happened.
Oh no, you're right. Yeah, that's you.
I am the little symphony.
Symphony. Yeah.
So what happened was, my stage name used to be Jelly Bean.
Okay.
Oh,
Some
okay.
Mexican, meaner.
Oh yeah.
So
I thought it was Sin. I think I introduced you as Sin your
but
first time.
Somebody reported me on Facebook on Cats on Catnip. They said my name was offensive. And
Hellcat?
Jelly Bean. And
Why is that offensive? Because cats choke on jelly beans?
and
That's messed up, man.
But it was also kind of like, it was also, like kind of like, the jelly bean. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
Wait,
but
what?
not
It totally did not
but anyways,
associate.
I didn't think that
I'm
either.
never gonna think that.
I mean, I'm a little perverted, so it's like,
Well,
it's
no,
a
but
play
not-
on words. Like, it was like,
But for someone to
Mexican.
complain,
But
I mean, that's
so
stupid,
Facebook sends me a message, and they're like, look, just show us a picture of your ID and saying that your name is Jelly Bean, and we'll let you keep the name.
ah,
So I was like, okay,
So you fake Photoshop the ID. That's what I would do.
So I did
We are
what
recording, Flo. It's
I did. Well, can she take the mic in there? I'd love to hear the golden shower. No. So I do, whenever I want to come up with an idea, I always do the same thing. I let my mind go blank. I make completely blank.
Okay.
And the first thing that comes in, that's what I go for. So like, I'm sitting there and I'm like, I have to come up with a new name, and I let my mind go blank, and then all of a sudden, Symphony just comes in my head.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, Symphony. And I was like, Sin Phony. Like, my first name's Sin,
Right.
my last name's Phony. Symphony, Symphony. But then it was like also like a play on words. Like, is my sin phony?
Sure.
You know what I mean?
No, it's
Like,
a good
so
name.
it's-
Yeah. So did they ask for an ID?
Not for little Symphony, no.
All right, because I'm gonna report it. And then
See
Facebook
what
is gonna be
happens.
like, show us your name that it's Symphony or.
But it's funny because I definitely
That's so
know
stupid
the
that they
people
did
that like know me in real life. You know what I mean? Because they know me as Tirza, and then I run into people on the street and they're like, "Hey, Sin," and I'm like, "I don't know who you are."
Yeah, right.
I mean, but yeah, no, I performed under Symphony before, so it's like, they're both me. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
yeah, nicknames.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, but okay, so you had a Facebook. I'm just still trying to figure out how
Yes.
this whole Facebook thing works, right? Because you cannot create as many accounts as you want on Facebook.
Yes, but I wanted to keep
kinda
the
get it.
same. I don't
Yeah.
know why I had.
Interesting. I actually have 2 accounts. Both of them are under my name with the same exact name. One was for work when I had to develop
Yeah.
something for Facebook, and one was for my private stuff.
Right.
But they never asked me for anything, IDs or anything. But nobody reported
Nobody
me either.
reported you, yeah. And it was like, this person's.
Interesting.
And it actually all started with, like, I had a stalker, so I was trying to get away from that. So I couldn't put my name, couldn't put Tirza Ochoa. So I had to come up with, like, a.
So are you still in hiding?
I know, like now he knows. Now he
That
knows
is-
all.
We have jillions of
it's okay, the
listeners
restraining-
and watchers.
The
so-
restraining order's in place, and it's all good.
All right, cool. I don't know if we want to get into that.
Well, it is.
But that's my problem, right?
What?
For example, dating life. When I was dating in the past, I was a nobody. I didn't have any clips online. So nobody knew who I was. But now I'm not super famous, so they don't know exactly. But if they Google my name, they see my clips. And if you watch my clips, I'm a socio-psychopath
Yeah.
joking about murdering children and Christians.
Yes.
Like that's what you will see. And it's like, oh, well, I'm not going to date this guy. So at this point, I can
Oh.
either hook up with somebody on the spot that doesn't know who I am.
Right.
And, hey, this is me. Look how goofy I can be. They're like, oh, you're cute, whatever. And then later they find out, like, I'm a psychopath sociopath.
Well, it's funny that you say that because, like, I was on, like, Bumble a lot and meeting people, and then they'd be like, well, let me, I'd send them a video of, like, for my YouTube. And, like, I had a few people just completely block me.
Right, sure.
Like,
Yeah. No, absolutely.
And I'm like, could
They're
you
like-
at least give me constructive criticism?
Right? Can you at least give some feedback?
How am I
Here-
supposed to get better or worse?
Right.
Here is what I do. I always, if conversation goes well, I ask them, hey, who are your favorite 3 comedians? And they reply with the normal Adam Sandler, whatever people, Steve Martin, people like that. And then I send them my 3 favorite comedians, Anthony Jeselnik, David
Oh.
Cross, whatever, these crazy
Oh,
Are you
people.
gonna see him coming on-
Brilliant.
Huh?
Anthony Jeselnik, are you gonna watch him on
I
November 17th?
drove up to Atlanta to see him.
Oh, I forgot.
So-
Well, why didn't you wait for November?
I have my
He's here.
kids on that weekend.
Right.
And I was thinking about taking my
That's how
kids.
much of a control freak. He knows what weekend
Ah,
he has
yeah.
his kids. He's like,
Well,
All
I mean,
planned out.
that's court ordered. So that's not me.
so
it's
is
the
my
court.
stalker
but-
to stay away from me.
Right.
But yeah, Jeselnik is coming to Jacksonville, but I have my kids, so I drove up to Atlanta to see him.
Yeah.
He's great. If you guys can go see him, He's amazing. But anyway, and usually girls are like, block. After that, I mean, jokes are like 3 favorite comedians, Jeselnik, block.
Block, block.
Yeah. So that, because we're not gonna be a match. If you don't say, I'm not saying you have to be like in love with Jeselnik, like I am, right? But at least you have to say,
He's shooting his shot.
but at least you have to be like, oh, okay, he's fine, and then I know we're gonna be fine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't know. What is your experience with this flow?
Have
Comedy
you had,
vibes, like-
did someone shoot you down because of your comedy, or
I think she's
Everyone-
zoned out.
yeah.
Flo is like, what were you guys talking?
No, I'm here. I'm like, wait, but you. I mean, people ask every single time. They're like, oh, you're a comedian. Who's your favorite?
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, I don't have a favorite. I like a lot of people. Why do you guys always gotta ask? Well, it's going in the red.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, you
Yeah.
can
Yeah, I'm like, can you get something better to ask? Or
Right.
they're like, oh,
Tell us
tell
a
them a
joke.
joke. And I'm
Oh
like,
my
that's
God.
not how
so
it
I always
works.
tell him my patented
That's
joke.
not how it works.
I am trying to do the dark. If somebody asks me
Yeah,
to do
yeah.
the joke, I always think of my shortest, darkest joke, and I tell them that, and they usually don't laugh.
Same.
That's why I'm not
And
gonna
I'm like,
waste
there
my
you
time.
go.
I tell him the
You know what I
worst
mean?
joke that I have. Or the
No,
darkest
I just
joke
don't.
that
I
have.
don't tell anything. I'm like, I'm not wasting my time
Right.
on
Wait.
it.
Wait till I get on stage.
Yeah, right. Come to
Yeah,
a show.
come
Come to an open
give me
mic.
$10, and then I. and then
The thing
Buy
that
some
I've
drinks.
noticed is like when you do tell someone you're a comedian, automatically you're a magnet for like they just send you comedian footage, which is
Yeah,
great.
oh,
I
yeah.
favor
do this, do
but
that.
it's like,
or ideas.
oh
Yeah.
why
Oh,
don't
you should use this
You should
idea.
in
And I'm
your
like,
little
it's on
skits.
stage?
yeah, I'm like, yeah, it's nice, but no, why don't you use it? No, you can use it. And I'm like,
Yeah.
nah.
I mean, now what are you guys looking at?
Like,
Freeze?
okay, don't tell him, but there's a ghost behind.
Oh, I'm not.
A
This
ghost.
house burned down, so I'm not. I'm pretty sure there is something
Oh,
here. you know?
Lord.
This house burned down.
Mhm. To the ground.
Well, I saw the woods you had back there.
Yeah.
I was like,
It's the Blair Witch
oh,
Project,
right.
but it's
We
Fort
should have
Carolina
just filmed
project.
back
We
there.
should have been outside the whole time.
Yeah.
No, the movie we filmed this weekend.
Oh,
You can't.
I said.
I don't have a gate back there, unfortunately. So you would have to cut down the fence and come in. But it's actually a big wooded area in there.
Yeah, because we had to pay $5 to go to Hannah Park. A whole $5.
Wait a
Well,
second.
We'll see.
Did you guys record stuff at the Hannah Park?
No. That is
No.
not.
Yeah, don't
we
say
are
that.
not disclosing any of
No.
what
No,
we
we
have
did
done.
not.
Yeah, no, you didn't. That's fine.
We did it in your backyard when you weren't looking. Is
Yeah,
that okay?
right. I wasn't here, and my cameras are off.
No, we went to Hannah Park, checked it out, realized not a good
Not
look.
a good
It wasn't
location.
a good
Yeah.
look, yeah.
Yeah.
No, you don't like the beach look for a murder scene. Like kids are running.
Too
like,
happy.
stabbed.
It's
Yeah.
too happy.
Too happy. Yeah.
I'm excited to see how it ended. I'm mad I didn't get to have the scene where I was dead with blood. I mean, I was ready. I was in the camp. All I had to do was just pour the blood and record me.
Because I was like,
But
why
then he
did-
went to go get the cat.
Yeah,
I'm
I
like,
was
can
like-
you? I'm here. I'm about to leave.
I was like, why did the cameraman go?
Just
Okay,
record.
yeah,
Just
well,
record.
yeah.
Just record 5 seconds. Literally dead. Done.
Yeah.
But whatever. He said
Maybe-
it's fine without me being dead. So
You just stayed alive, and that's the
Yeah.
big twist at the end of the movie.
I'm the only one left. I guess.
you didn't have time to die. You're like, all right, you're gonna stay alive.
Pretty much.
You're like, yeah, that's it.
That's awesome.
But yeah, no, I saw some of the footage. It was really good. I was
Is
very,
it? I'm excited to see
very
it.
impressed. I was like, oh my god. Like,
It's gonna be fun to watch that one.
Wait, is that the 24-hour or 48-hour?
that one's the Trick or Treat Festival.
Okay.
Now there's gonna be a Christmas festival, right?
I know. I want to actually make my own crew for that.
Okay,
actually wanna,
go
like,
for it.
yeah.
Yeah,
Like a
'cause I
separate-
like.
Because I had an idea for this one, and it was just like, I told them, can I be on the writing process?
Yeah.
And then they kind of
directing, writing,
and then they just were like, well, this is what we came up with. So I was like, okay, that's fine. And then I heard about the Christmas one,
Yep.
so I was like, guess what? I'm gonna use my idea.
So is it like, okay, do you guys know the theme, or is it always horror, or?
They make you. It's the same thing where you like reach out into a hat and pick a category
Okay.
or subject. And like for this one, they gave us 4. Like it was like, like 4 different categories
Yeah.
to pick from that we had to combine. Like we got the campers, or
Yeah.
you know.
I mean, I like these short projects because first of all, you gotta be done.
yeah,
It's not gonna be dragged out for
Yeah.
months or years or whatever.
It's much better.
You have to be done. And
And
I,
then for it to blow, like let's say you spent that much time
Right.
and it doesn't even come out good. Like I
Yeah.
didn't even think about that.
Right.
yeah, but you are done in 2 days. Well, you supposedly done in 2 days. So after that, you're free. You can do whatever
Right.
you want. So I don't know if maybe I can schedule my weekends and I can participate in some of them. I don't know,
But yeah, that
because I know a bunch of people doing it. So
You want to do the Christmas film festival?
Well, I have to look at when it is,
Right.
and then do
That
the film.
depends for
Okay,
me,
so
too.
how does the crew gathering work? Like I don't have cameras, right? Okay, so you have to find somebody, or how does that work?
I mean,
You have to suck somebody's dick. I think that's what's gonna happen.
No,
No.
No.
you have to suck 2 people's dicks. No,
At the same time.
I mean, how else would you do it?
Put
Separately?
the nuts in.
5 minutes later?
It was interesting because at this Trick or Treat festival one, there was a girl, or these 2 girls that kind of came up to me, and they're like, "Do you need a crew?" So there are people that like went there with
Yeah.
no actors or anything, and they're just like,
Oh,
We need
wow.
actors.
"Yeah, we need actors. We want to be the
It's a
the
whole.
That is
cameraman
pretty-
and all that."
Okay.
So.
You would
I
have
like
liked
that.
it.
I
You would have
like
liked
that.
it too because they had drinks. They had everything set up Halloween style.
I don't drink, but yeah, I would like that. Yeah, I don't drink that much.
Me
apparently.
neither. I don't really drink
I
that
have to
much either.
disclose
I don't
that-
drink
that much.
beer.
Well,
I mean, you guys see me.
Me
The thing-
too.
I
Yeah, I
don't drink
don't
before
really-
performances.
Right.
English
Me
is hard
neither.
as is. I'm just not gonna drink.
yeah,
Right?
no. I think I've only seen you drink kava or something once.
Who, me?
Was it? Oh no, it was
Oh.
tea,
Tea,
at the kava
yeah.
bar.
I'm a tea person.
Yeah, I don't think
But-
I've ever seen you drink
No,
alcohol.
I do drink, but I don't drink a lot.
Same here, same here.
If I'm on a show and I open, or I'm in the first 5 and I'm gonna stay 2 more hours, I'm gonna drink a White Claw,
And
most
have
likely,
it-
or
right,
High Noon,
right.
or whatever it is right now that it's cool.
Looking for sponsors? No. just kidding.
Always Adidas. Hey, here we go.
Hi.
I'm Eastern European. I mean, come on, guys. Send me some hoodies or whatever. You guys have tracksuits? You have a
I
tracksuit?
have multi
Yes,
tracksuits.
you have.
Yeah.
I remember your tracksuit.
I'm
yeah.
I'm a fan of the whole you just go to your closet and grab one thing
Right.
and you're done. And
Me too, but it's so stereotypical. I can't pull it off.
No, you got to.
You know what I mean?
You do the
Well,
velours.
We used to have Andre in town. We moved to Chicago. We miss you, Andre. Come back. But so he used to wear a tracksuit all day. He was Russian. So he used to wear a tracksuit all the
Oh,
time.
that's sexy.
And I know, but I can't. I'm like, I can't wear it when he's wearing it because it's like, I'm
Two
not
of
Russian.
you.
And it's like two of us.
You look like
Are
your
we taking
mom.
over? Is it Red Dawn? You know, we are sending comedians into America
Can I
to take
join?
over. Yeah. So anyway, tracksuit is a no-go for me. I do have one up there, but
Yeah.
can't wear it. Cool. Nice. Well, thank you for all the info about movies. I'm
Yeah.
excited.
So you had said something about a theoretical question.
Oh yeah.
Oh, which one do you want to ask?
About well, we don't mention the names, but I don't know if you ever.
Well, okay, no, wait. Go on.
No,
Keep
go,
on.
go.
No, well, I wanted to ask you. So, what is your favorite mic? Is that what you wanted to ask?
Oh
No, but let's ask.
Oh, so what is your
well,
favorite open mic? in
obviously
town.
the Justice Pub downtown.
Okay.
Ah,
Yeah,
you didn't have to say that.
okay,
but-
that's ass kissing.
This November 1st, it's coming up. It's gonna be my year that I've been doing it there,
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
She's been
Um,
coming to my mic
and it was
For a
refreshing.
year.
You've been running it for over a year now.
since June of 2022.
That is crazy.
And it was refreshing to meet such a genuinely nice host.
Yeah.
You
Aw.
know what I mean?
Who
Thank
is that?
you.
But
And
it
you're
was-
an awesome comedian
Oh,
too.
thank
I
you.
love your vibe.
Oh my
But
goodness, ass kissing.
when I first
No,
met
but she
her,
is.
well, I met your mom first. I was in
Yeah,
the
I
bathroom.
met your mom is great.
I was in the
She
bathroom,
is. She's-
and she's like, "Are you a comedian?" And I was like, "Yes." And she's like, "Will you dance with me on stage?" And I was like,
Oh.
fuck yeah, I will."
I love that you just hopped up there, man.
And I was like, and I was worried that you were gonna be like, "What the hell's going on?" But
Never.
Yeah,
No.
if you guys think
we walked up there and we're twerking.
that is funny.
You were, and you had some moves, and it
And-
helped my mom
Well-
feel
And
comfortable.
I changed my name for that show. Well, I had a theme for that Halloween. I did Rain Dogs on Halloween, and then I went and did your show the next day. And I was going as Dead Pussy because
Okay.
because
Dead
Rain
Pussy.
Dogs
Because it was taken on Facebook.
Well, but Rain Dogs, they don't. It's like a gauntlet. Like the comedian that performs picks the next
Sure,
comedian.
yep.
And I didn't want to be there till 1:30.
Right.
So I put Dead Pussy because I was like,
Just something catchy.
someone's
catchy.
gonna be like, I need to see who
Right,
Dead
right.
Pussy was.
Yeah,
That's good.
But I did
Smart.
literally dressed like I was in skeleton, outfit, and I had
I
cat
remember
ears
it.
Oh, wow.
and
Yeah.
the skeleton face. So I kind of went with the same thing there. And yeah, you were like, I gotta see who Dead Pussy is. Yeah,
I've seen enough of that pussy, so I'm like,
But it definitely worked for Rain Dogs. I got out of there at 11:30 with
you
that.
were the
It
second
works.
one
By
up.
the way,
Like,
they were
what?
like, yeah, when they literally said
wanna
that,
see
they were
that.
like, I need to see who Dead
Right.
Pussy is.
So my name is Emery, right? And it's IMRE. Nobody can pronounce it. Multiple times somebody was like, I don't know how to pronounce this, and they called somebody else.
Yeah.
So
Ah.
early on, I changed my name. I was like, put David down or something. But I bet after that, people knew who I was,
Damn it,
and they
David.
still didn't call me up because of my jokes. But that's the difference.
No, I was in the same boat because Tirza, like Tirza, like people are
Right.
like, Tirza, yeah, we're not doing that.
So Tirz. So that's your actual name.
That's my
okay,
name.
Cool,
It's
nice.
from the Bible.
Really?
Yeah. It's a
Which
biblical-
version?
The satanic. No,
The
the
real
The
Bible.
book of Numbers, and she was like,
It sounds like letters to me,
the
but
fir-
cool.
I like it.
Yeah, he's a good vibe.
But I guess she was like the first woman to stand up for women and all that. Like,
Interesting.
she was like.
And what happened since then? Because I don't know. You guys are still like second level citizens.
Wow.
All right, whatever.
Sorry,
Well,
why
I
am
had
I
to-
laughing?
I had to ruin. I had to ruin the
allowed to
good
laugh.
vibes. I'm
I
like,
know, right?
You guys are, whatever. Cool. Okay. So because I never heard obviously the name. It's interesting. It sounds like I have to read the Bible again.
right.
I don't remember it either, yeah. But I didn't ever read the Bible. But
Yeah, you're like, hold on, I'm reading the Bible. But I used to go to I had a fake ID when I was younger, so my sister would.
You can get into church.
would-
You had a
she would- That's the kind of church you want to go to. The kind of cards, can you imagine? But she would take me to a lot of gothic clubs.
Oh,
and,
okay.
It's just the way they dance.
Yeah.
But a lot of the people there would be like, oh, what's your name? And I'd be
Sure.
like, Tirza. And they're like, no, what's your real name? Not
Right.
your gothic name. And I was just like, so
Wow,
I
you're
was
like,
just
it's Tirza.
Tears of
Yeah.
sadness. That's my real.
well, I the one I
Tirza.
liked that I heard was Tears of a Clown. You know, like the song.
Yeah. No, that's pretty good.
Tears of a Clown.
You just need a clown face and the teardrop tattoo under your eye.
Oh my.
Cool. I mean, it's a cool name. I definitely.
Thank you. Yeah, no, I
Before,
definitely enjoy it.
Awesome.
Tirza, you got a good vibe. So
Oh, thank you.
yeah, I love when you come out and support, and you're always there, and you have a good sense of humor.
Yeah, and you're always
know?
laughing. So
She's
I
laughing.
give you that. You
And
laugh a lot.
yeah,
I went to the
good.
Voussoir and the guy said, I will give someone $1,000 to make her stop laughing. And it was one of the comedians on stage, and I was just like,
because they like
so,
to roast.
So I stopped laughing, and I was just sitting there looking at him, and he didn't realize that my laughter was making everybody else
Yeah, of
laugh.
course.
Laugh, it's contagious.
So,
Yeah,
so
no,
when
laugh-
I
yeah.
stopped, everybody else stopped.
Ha ha.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
And
You
I was
see,
just giving him evil eye.
but you
Good,
see what I'm
good.
saying, because that means that the audience turned against the comedian. Because like, hey, you reprimanded an audience member. They didn't
Right,
know you
for
were
and
coming.
laughing.
then, and then
Right.
I felt castrated or something, because I remember I went to one of your shows and you're like, why are you holding back your laughter? And I was like, well, I've been made feel bad for my laughter. Like,
I remember.
Oh, don't
that.
feel bad for laughing.
Because I
Yeah.
remember I said you laughed at something. I'm like,
And I
I
was like
love
this.
your laugh. Right, and I was like, yeah, and I'm like, first of all, don't hold back, and second, I love your laugh, and I could fucking pay someone like you just
Right.
to laugh.
No,
Because
so-
it's a great laugh.
Right.
thank you.
So
Yeah.
now I
My-
understand why you were not laughing at my jokes, because I thought my jokes sucked,
No,
but
and I
apparently
did
you were
feel-
holding back.
No, I did feel like I was like it was insulting. Like he made me
It's
feel
not.
bad.
Was that me? It wasn't me.
No, you wouldn't
Oh,
do that.
No, I would.
I think I could probably guess
When
who it
I'm on
was.
stage, I'm a different person.
this
They just
day,
roast everybody.
I don't really know what his name was, but I remember his face.
How he looks, I'll have to
I
show a
remember
photo to
his
you
face.
later. Just see, was it this guy? Because there's a few that just love to roast the whole audience, and when
Yeah.
they've come to my mic, I'm like, dang, they just get up there and just roast. So when I got up there, I roasted him for roasting my audience. I'm not
Yeah.
trying to kill my vibe and my crowd.
Right.
So, but then he didn't like it, and I didn't see him for a few months.
Oh,
But then he came back. I'm like, hey, I didn't hurt your feelings, did I? He's like, oh no. And then I realized that he does it at all the mics. I'm like,
Right.
that's your style, I guess. But
I mean,
like,
that's
you
a
just
st-
killed the vibe.
Yeah, that is a
Yeah.
style. Yeah.
He's just like, you suck, you're ugly, you look like shit, and I'm like, weird.
And I was sitting next to Scott when it happened, and Scott was like, "It's okay," because I was
Aw.
like, literally, I was just like I just turned into a
Yeah.
whole other person.
Yeah, I
And
would
he was
too.
he's like, it's all right, like, just, it's all right. And I was
Yeah.
just like, no, I was like, now I can't laugh. Like,
Well, okay. Was the guy funny?
I think
You know
I
what I
was
mean?
laughing out.
Did they laugh at when he said that to you?
No, and
Right,
I, was,
that's
I
not
think I was
funny.
like
That's not
laughing at
funny.
how not funny he was, and
Right.
I was just like,
And then
oh
no
my
one-
God.
And then no one laughed after that.
No one laughed. So it was just
I mean,
like,
some comics go into defensive mode, right? Hey, are you not laughing because of my
And then
jokes?
they
Like,
start
and they're
to-
like they start to roast the audience and try to
Aw.
blame the audience.
yeah.
Well,
Like,
okay,
they're like,
I've
are you not laughing because of my little dick? Oh,
Right. Are
I've
you-
made a comment once where it was just a shitty crowd, and I'm like, man, are you guys awake? Or I've said like a comment in
Right.
general to the crowd.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
are you here for comedy? But I won't like pick someone out unless they're like
Unless they are unknowing.
heckling
Yeah.
me or
Right,
something.
Yeah.
And the other thing about a laugh, I wish I had a laugh. My laugh, I have like a silent laugh. I'm
I
like
know.
one of those
You have
silent.
a silent smile
It's
too.
just like a.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's like my laugh.
Yeah,
Very rare do I make. I
please.
don't make noise.
Please don't ever laugh at my.
I don't make noise. It's like a. It's like. I wish I had a laugh like you because
Yeah.
it just contributes to the vibe.
Yeah.
You
No,
know,
absolutely.
it's like it feels good to
Good
hear.
vibes,
it.
good
I've
laughs.
been practicing
Right.
my Joker
T-shirt.
laugh. Like,
The Joker.
I've been practicing it.
All right,
Let's hear it.
I can't do it. I'm forcing
I don't know what that was.
That was
Sounds like you stepped on a cat.
No,
Like,
no.
really fast.
Should we do some? Should we do? I like that.
That was like Heath Ledger kind of.
Yeah.
We should all do some laughs right now.
We should.
I can. I'm a.
Just
I'm
do
a
it.
I'd
laugher
love
for
to
sure.
hear one of your
Yeah,
laughs.
do it.
I can't force it like this.
Yeah.
Say something funny,
Well,
girls.
see, the problem is like I have asthma.
Something funny, girls.
I have asthma, so sometimes I'll do the wheeze, the like.
Yeah. Oh, that is you. Okay, I know you're
That's
laughing.
me.
I
That was
like
me
that
laughing.
laugh. I like that
And
laugh.
then, like, but
That was me
you-
laughing and choking
You
at the
know,
same
I
time.
liked your joke. If I pull out my asthma inhaler, like you made me laugh to the point where I need a rescue.
You need help.
Right. I mean, that's what killing is, right? Like when they say, "Hey, I killed a room," that's what that is. When people are laughing so
you
much
killed
it.
they can barely breathe.
You killed it.
Yeah.
I like
That's
that.
why it's called a kill. It's just very weird.
I'm
When
gonna
I got
go
into
on a
comedy, I'm
kill.
like, bombing? How is that not the same when you're bombing? What is different? Because you're killing when you're bombing. Is that too much Middle Eastern jokes? All right, cool.
Killing when you're bombing. Yep. Yeah. I get it.
I'm not
I get
laughing.
it. I get it.
Yeah, you don't have to laugh at it. You're not gonna be canceled. It's only me. Like,
It's all right. It's all right.
No,
No, that's why a
we're
lot
comedians.
of comedians have started doing OnlyFans because like we're afraid
Right.
that like we're gonna.
So should I start
we're
an
gonna cancel-
OnlyFans?
I think we all
Yes.
should. We really do.
There is comedian OnlyFans.
Yeah.
When you only have to show your top half and do jokes, not fully naked.
Your feet. Your feet.
My feet.
Show your feet and do comedy.
Are girls into feet too?
I'm not.
I'm not.
I don't know, Tirza. Do you think?
No, just like in general. It's like, are any
Like-
girls are into feet?
I don't.
Not that I
think so.
know
Like,
of.
Oh my god! You see the high arch on that one?
I've heard more men who are
Like
into
use
feet.
your big toe, or I don't know. Like
It's a man
Oh!
you know
thing.
what I mean? Like I don't know how girls.
Oh shoot! Right.
Oh.
Because I've heard of like.
'Cause guys, I can
You know
see
what it's
it.
called, right? Do you know what that? Well, no.
No.
No,
When
what
a
is it?
man with his toes to a woman is called fishing.
We
Fishing.
talk
When you finger bang a woman with your toes.
fishing.
Ah,
Fishing.
fishing.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I never fished with my toe in my life. Why do they call fishing?
Should try it out, Imre.
The
You only
wiggler.
live once.
Fishing with my toe?
Yep.
In a
No,
vagina.
but no, I
In a
get the
vagina.
point. But why are they calling it fishing?
vagina.
There's no hook involved.
vagina.
There is no bait.
It's the
You're doing it
worm.
wrong.
The worm going in.
Oh.
Is that what it?
So
that-
why not fingering is called fishing then? Because this makes more sense for fishing, not the 5 finger death punch, but the 1 finger.
Oh, because
Yeah.
the vagina is the fish
Yeah, and I think the toes.
eating
No,
the worm,
that's-
eating the bait.
I didn't say that. You didn't hear it from me. Flo said that.
I said it, and I'll say it again. Damn it!
But I mean, like it makes no sense.
But why isn't the finger right? Why isn't
Right. This would be like more fishing. Okay.
because
this
it's
is
a
like
long
worm.
worm, right? You usually use
that
long
makes
worms.
sense,
I see
That's what I'm
you
saying.
mean. Yeah, I
like
see
my
what you
toes are
mean.
not like my fingers.
You don't have long finger toes.
Finger toes no.
Well, you said you had short hands or short.
No, not short hands. Not like
No, he slaps.
Not like
He
T-Rex.
slaps.
That's right.
Slaps it.
Can you imagine like a suction cup is like
That's exactly what I was thinking. Like,
How does that feel, bitch?
but
Yeah.
you tell me guys
Right on the
because-
hole. Do it right on the
no,
hole there.
like I said, I'm such a germaphobe. I'm like, what's you know what I mean? Like I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah.
how's your oral hygiene?
I am the
So you
same. Oh
make
my
the guy
God.
brush their teeth and use what
And
is the
floss.
mouthwash,
Oh,
floss,
and floss.
and then before and after.
Yeah, and then I'll still say no.
Right?
You're like,
At
no,
least your
thanks.
breath smells good now.
Finally,
I was
right?
like, all right, let's go out to dinner now. No, it's just weird. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah. No, I get like I do know
I
a
totally-
couple of germ. I'm not a germaphobe. Like I don't like disgusting things, but yeah.
I'm a germaphobe
Mhm.
too.
And then COVID just made it worse. I was like,
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
this is
I'm surprised that you're not wearing gloves right now
right.
because people are touching stuff. All right, now you guys wanna? I think maybe in about an hour, maybe a little more. I don't know. You guys wanna wrap this up? Do you have any shows coming up?
I do.
Okay.
I've got a show at the Justice Pub, the Day of the
Yay.
Dead, November
Awesome.
1st. It's going to be my year performing there, so I'm very excited.
Anniversary.
Wait, is that
Yeah.
your show? Is
It's
that a
her-
big
It's
show?
an open mic.
It's
yeah.
an open
Oh,
mic,
the
but
mic. Okay,
that's
okay.
the next one I'm going to do.
Okay,
And
cool.
I'm just really excited about it because it's been a year that I've
Yeah,
been
yeah. No, that's good.
performing there.
Yeah, make it. Invite your friends.
And you've seen it grow together. I
Right.
think. I mean,
And I met Scotty there, and like he's
Yeah.
gotten me through him. Is where I got into the acting world. So
yep.
so it's really
Yeah,
really
that's
fun
awesome.
place, and it's downtown.
Yeah.
right there by the water.
Yep.
Yeah,
you
we
can
just
still
had
keep
Scott
going.
on like last week or 2 weeks ago or something. Yeah, we
Yep.
just had him on.
Yeah.
Yep.
Awesome. He is a cool dude. Yeah. We've known each other for like 6-7 years now.
But wait, no, I do actually have another one as well. It's that Island Girl. Let me get the date on that.
Who is running Island Girl?
I need a assistant. So that one is November 6th.
Oh, okay,
I'm
cool.
doing Island Girl
Nice.
Yeah.
as well. So I got to.
Who does run that?
I don't know. Who is the
I
booker?
forgot.
Is it Joey?
I'm
That's not Joey
terrible.
Nickel, is it?
I'm bad with names, so I get it. I didn't even realize. I thought there was an Island Girl at the beach.
There is.
So
there
there's two.
there
Is it the
used
same
to
owner?
be there used to be a lot of Island Girl shows in town,
Oh.
but they were cutting
That's-
back, so I don't know who is running which
Same
Island
owner
Girl
then,
now.
probably.
I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I
'cause,
always thought these were chains, but apparently not, or something. I
Oh.
don't know. But they always give me cigar boxes for my cigar box
Really?
guitar
See, I like those for
fetish.
Ah,
Just to put
more
stuff in.
fetishes.
Yeah, cool. Flo, do you have anything coming up other than the November 1st show? Because you have an actual weekend show
yeah,
at Justice
and I'm
Pub. but I
taking a
don't know.
break. I need a break. I'm exhausted.
Yeah,
but
no, we burnout
Are you
happens.
burning out? Yep.
Yeah, November 17th, and I didn't sign up for Comedy Zone, but probably next month sometime. Besides that, yeah, I need a break.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, find a co-host. That's
But it's funny because
find
like
a co-host that you can ask somebody to host.
Well, actually, I might not be here in January, but I'm gonna ask Ian what he wants to do.
Oh,
like
okay.
like permanently.
No,
Oh,
January, just January.
I was like, yeah, you're leaving after January.
Hell no. If there's like tickets, I might go out of the country or something.
Oh, okay.
But it's so expensive during New Year's and stuff.
Oh,
It
yeah.
really is.
And
So it really depends
everything,
on that.
Like even just regular flights are so freaking
Everything's
expensive.
Right.
crazy. Should have bought it a month ago.
Yeah.
Anyway,
All right.
Yeah.
No pun intended. Let's land this plane.
All right.
there it is.
Yeah, I'm back with puns. All right, cool. Let's do another
And
clap.
it's been great
Yes.
having you.
Yeah, thank you,
Tirza.
Tirza,
Thank you so
for
much.
coming on.
I really appreciate it.
A moving plan.
I believe it's a moving bush.
Yeah, I know. All right, 1, 2, 3.